Hiya.
Hi.
Welcome to episode 15 of Sibling Rivalry,
Yeah.
which seems, I know we say it every week, but
It really seems well, doesn't it?
yeah, I'm drinking again, which is, starting to look problematic,
Oh,
but
God.
work was on fire today, so
I feel like you need
I need something to chill out, and then I've been to physio, haven't I? And so I've got like a few things going on. One of them's my hamstring, isn't it?
It's been absolute.
And
It's
been in bits with it. So he's given me like an easier exercise to do for it, because the other one was putting strain on my sciatic nerve, apparently. But it was basically like a conversation where you might as well have just been like, you're 31 and you're fucked. You're old and you're fucked. Your body is broken. Get on with it. He didn't say that, but you know what I mean.
What to
say. One thing from last week as well that I wanted to just bring up is, what has happened this week that's, good and bad. One of the clips on TikTok did really well. And it was the me farting before we started. So that was soul destroying. I mean, yeah, I had to put it out because it was funny. But
you weren't originally gonna, right?
No, because I do stupid stuff on this podcast every week, and I would like to save face one week and not come across like a disgusting moron. But it seems like there's no
hope there.
There's no hope. That was the word I was looking for. See what I mean? I can't even string sentences together. I haven't been sleeping very well, to be fair.
Have I? No.
That's been slightly better the past couple of nights, so hopefully I'll be. That's what I'm blaming it on anyway. It's not me. It's lack of sleep. Oh yeah, and I haven't told you about these yet. I don't think I might, but I've had some fucking. Do you know? Because I'm not sleeping very well.
Well, you've mentioned it, but you haven't told me what they're about.
So when I do sleep, I'm having mad dreams, they've been films. I've literally had to make notes about one of them, to talk about it. So it was a group of, one of them was there's this group of 6 mates. I wasn't even one of them, so I was no part in the stream. I was just watching it. And they have they're in their late 30s and 40s, so they have a party every year, to get together, and it's in an apartment and stuff.
Yeah.
And then at one of the year's parties, one of them gets murdered. So obviously that's what the fuck's going on here? And then they find that he's left clues behind, that he's found out that other universes exist, and those same group of mates exist in other. So say there's 5 or 6 versions of it.
Yeah.
And the same group of mates exists in every one. So some of them figured out that he was getting. This is how the dreams are so weird, but some of them found out that he was getting to other universes through a wardrobe in his apartment. So we go through the back of the wardrobe, and you could go through it, and you were in another universe, and you were in the same apartment, but in one of the other universes. So they travel to it to try and figure out his clues and try and find out why he's been murdered. And then they find out obviously those 6 group of mates all exist in each one of them. And as it goes on, the friend groups get muddled up. So one person will swap to another universe for the same version of them, but they're swapped, if you get me. Does that make sense?
Somewhat, yeah.
So say there's say if you're person 3 in universe 1, person 3 in universe 2, they got swapped.
Oh.
So they're all getting muddled up, and people just start getting picked off slowly. So it's I've had to check here. Yeah, so they're all getting muddled up, and then they're all obviously there's some conspiracy here, something's going on because we just keep dying at get-togethers and stuff. So I can't even remember in detail how it got figured out, but at the end of it, the end sort of goal of it, well, not goal, but the end of the dream, I suppose, because I woke up not long after this, there was 6 of them. So there was 6 universes, and one person was still alive in every one. It was the same person. They all met up in one universe and decided to like have a get together around like a hotel pool and have a drink and stuff. And it turned out they were the murderer. So they were picking people off. The same person was picking their friends off in the universes.
Bloody hell.
And then, I don't know if you know this is, but Hannah Waddingham.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was her.
What?
She was the girl, and there was 6 of her all around the pool, and she'd been murdering everyone
Bloody hell.
in the universes. I know. And then I had another one where I was on I don't even know how to explain what this thing is, but it was like a submarine / spaceship, essentially. So it could like go into space, and so it could visit other planets and stuff, but you could go underwater in it as well. And we were like underwater in it, and I was watching Liverpool play Roma in the Champions League final. Which, we won't be in the Champions League this year, so that was clearly a dream. But and we were watching it and we were winning 1-0. And then the signal cut out. So we didn't know the score. It was like 85 minutes into the game. And we didn't know what the final result was. We were all trying to get signal so we could find out. I don't even know why we were underwater. Got no idea. And then it turns out we won. But we didn't find that out until we travelled to another planet. And we were trying to get food. So it must have been post-apocalyptic or something. I've been watching so many TV shows and films recently, haven't I?
Yeah.
And they're all mad, and I think they're all just messing with my head a bit.
I've got no words.
Absolutely. So we were sitting down and when you get special forces and you get units. We were sent down onto these planets through doors at the bottom of the ship to get food off the planet, and then you only had a certain amount of time before the atmosphere of this other planet would kill you. So we were having to race against time to get back to the ship, just to get food and stuff.
These all seem
and they were sleeper cell missions. I know, that's what I mean. So I haven't been sleeping very well at all. And then when I have,
you've been having mad dreams.
That's what's been going on in my head, yeah. So it's been an interesting week for me.
Yeah.
And
now our viewers know what goes on inside your head.
Yeah, I think I mentioned this on another episode, but where I said I wouldn't want to be in Charlie Brooker's head who writes Black Mirror, and Mum was like, yeah, but your head's not much better, and I was like, ouch. But then, that's a good example of it's pretty messed up. I honestly don't even know what I've done over the last week. Because I've been working, still doing the new job. I'm getting used to it now, don't get me wrong, and I'm enjoying it, but and then I'm not sleeping, so everything's just merged into one.
Yeah. I think the only interesting thing I've done is paint my nails, and that was about it.
Oh, you got a new passport, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
And
yeah.
So that, I think it was actually Mum, because we were talking about the pictures on your IDs, weren't we? And Mum was talking about the fact that one of mine, I had a terrible haircut on. And I haven't got hair anymore, obviously. This is well established on this podcast. But Mum remembered that on one of my old ones, I had a really bad haircut on it. And then I got a new provisional a couple of years ago, so it was that provisional. So I haven't got it anymore. But I thought I might have a picture of it somewhere, so I searched and searched for it, and I couldn't find it. But I did find a picture of me with that haircut. If you remember, did I show you it? It's not good, is it?
No. No, but neither is the one I showed you.
No, I'll put them both in the episode so people can see them.
Yeah, so my picture was when I was in primary school, and we were getting our pictures taken. I'm not sure what for. I can't remember, because it was primary school, and I can't remember what happened yesterday, never mind a few years ago. Anyway, we were getting pictures taken, and oh good god, I had really wonky teeth back then, so I didn't know how to smile, and I had a fringe that had a mind of its own, so it wouldn't. It would always part in different. It was awful.
Yeah, I'll drop them pictures in.
Yeah, and you'll notice I'm not a natural blonde either. I'm a brunette.
See, you think I'd notice stuff like that, but I didn't know your hair. I know your hair's not blonde naturally, but I didn't know. I wasn't even aware of the colour of your hair in that photo when you showed me.
It's just brown.
I've got no hair, Ellie. And even when I did have hair, I had terrible haircuts.
So did our Ben.
Oh yeah, some of his like big bushy afro ones were shocking.
Bloody hell. I remember that.
Oh yeah, we saw him as well after 3 weeks, didn't we? He was
it was
back off
really
holiday.
nice. It was nice to see him.
Yeah, it was. Like I say, he's been away for 3 weeks, and before that, he was away for like 5 days as well, wasn't he? But he's got a better tan than me, so I'm not very happy. Well, it's been like flooding here, hasn't it? And he's had 3 weeks of sunshine. It's been like 40 degrees.
Oh.
So I wasn't very happy, to be honest. But you know, what can you do? Another thing that has happened is today Mika had the trots, didn't she? So I come down because I had quite a few meetings this morning. So I came down in like a break between meetings.
Yeah.
And she dropped the log. That's probably not the best way to put it. But it was gross. It wasn't solid. And Mum was like, have you got time to get that before you go up? So I was like, yeah. And then I went out and saw how bad it was. And I was like balking and everything, wasn't I?
I ran upstairs.
Yeah, you went, didn't you, immediately?
I can't stand the sound of balking or whatever.
And I was like, I was really, but I'm normally not that sensitive of a stomach, have I?
No.
But that was one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was just me, see.
To the point where, I didn't even know whether I could pick it up or not, or whether I just needed to, wash it away. So we've got, a scoop thing. I tried to pick some of it up, and it didn't go very well. And then I was balking again, and then I had to wash it away. And then I just, ran out. I took the poo bag straight out through the back. Through the front into the wheelie bin, just so it was out the house. And then I could just smell it for ages.
Okay.
It was horrendous. So yeah, she's been fine in herself, hasn't she? But
yeah,
she's just ruined my life today. I've been working out still a little bit as well, not as much as I would have liked, but I'm having to take it slow after being a cripple for so long. So I've been trying to do 50 press-ups sort of every other day or every day if I can, but my body's not ready for that at the minute. It just breaks down quite quickly.
And then you're just in agony for days.
Yeah. And then I had physio today, and he is... So a lot of people think when you've got physio, it's just the manipulation part of it, to work your joints or whatever.
But it's not.
Well, not with me now. I'm at the stage where we're trying to build the strength up in my knee now. So it's I basically go and just it's like having a personal trainer every Monday. And he's horrible to me. He's not, he's a nice fella, but exercise wise,
he's horrible.
He's horrible. And he really gets a kick out of it as well.
Yeah.
So he's just really enjoying himself while I'm dying. And then I have to come back and quickly eat my tea, get a shower, and now we're recording this. So I'm still a bit warm, to be honest, but it was rough. Yeah, and then I say, he was basically not in so many words, but you're old and you're fucked, essentially. That was grim, that. You went out with our Julie today, didn't you?
Yeah.
What was that like?
It was really good, actually. We went into town, had some lunch, and then just got a couple of bits in town. But it was really nice to see her because we won't be able to for a bit because she's going away.
Yeah, everyone's going away and I'm stuck here. All the kids are off as well now, aren't they? So it's just mayhem everywhere. At least in my old job, don't get me wrong, I hated it. It was dead stressful. But during the school holidays, it was dead quiet. So it was great.
It was actually quite busy in town today as well. I was like...
So in my old job now would be a quiet period. And then today in this job, everything was on fire. Which was rough. So I feel like I haven't sat down, even though obviously I sit at my desk and stuff.
Yeah.
But
you feel like you haven't shut down.
Because I was so busy, yeah. Well, I'm alright. I'm not as miserable as I was, so I'll take it. Right, shall we have a quick break and then we've got some stories and some would you rathers to do, haven't we? So we'll do some of the usual shite after the break.
Yeah.
We'll see you in a bit. Welcome back, part 2.
Yeah.
where shit gets weird usually. Well, I say usually gets weird. I think my dreams were pretty weird, weren't they? So we're starting again with funny flashbacks. Again, I'm going to put another call out for these. I know people don't like embarrassing themselves, so we can do them every week.
Anonymously.
Here we go. Anonymously if you want, but send us some in, please. At Sibling Rival Pod on Twitter and Instagram, and siblingrivalpodcast@gmail.com. So you're starting this week, and all I've got is Peter's pants, and I don't know anything about this one. So
me, Mum, and Brenda, we went to Peter's, like as we do
in the week.
Yeah, to have lunch and then go out to town. And we were getting ready to go to town because we weren't gonna go back to his.
Yeah.
We were just anyway. We were getting ready to leave, and then our Peter just out of the blue started laughing, and me, Brenda, and Mum are just like standing there, like, what the hell's going on? And he's just in hysterics, pretty much. And it was all because Brenda was trying to zip up her coat and she was struggling, and then Peter looked down as if I realised his shorts were on backwards.
How did he realise?
Because he was trying to look at his fly.
Oh, really? So it wasn't like his pockets or anything?
No, and then he realised.
How'd you not notice when you put them on? Because I'd noticed that. But I think it's because I've got a big, fat, horrible bum. So I'd notice if the bum end wasn't the bum end. But when you put your pants on,
you must have realised.
The arse end's bigger though, isn't it, than the front end?
You mustn't have realised.
He's so special sometimes, isn't he?
Yeah, and then we were all in hysterics then because he couldn't stop laughing, so that set us all off.
Yeah, I can imagine. There's loads of shit like that, doesn't he? Such a wally. I'm sure he's had his t-shirt on inside out a couple of times.
And back to front. It happens to all of us though, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. We're all a bit special, like at our moments, aren't we?
Yeah, it was just so funny.
I've got to work once and realised I had my t-shirt on back to front when I was working in the office. So I had to quickly go in the bathroom and turn it round. And I'd walked all the way. It was like summer as well, and I'd walked down in just a t-shirt.
And it was just
It was the wrong way round. My one this week is from, I was about 15 or 16, and there was a group of us that used to go drinking down Woodside, you know where?
Yeah.
And there's so when you walk around.
I used to work near Woodside.
Yeah. I think you can actually see it from that bit I took you to of our Ben's flat, and then you can see like the water, and if you look left, there's like a little walkway, and there's a wall there.
Yeah.
So we used to drink there.
Really?
And I don't know why I was walking back on my own, because I don't very often walk all the way home on my own, because people were usually going in the same direction. But I was on my own on this occasion anyway. And I needed a wee. And as we know, if I need a wee, I need a wee, and I'm going for a wee. So there was a car park, so I thought I'll go in there and I'll be hidden out the way, it's safe. And I'm halfway through this wee, and I hear a car pulling up behind me, and it's a police car. So he starts like, obviously, what are you doing? And I was like, I was going home. And he was like, were you having a wee then? And I was like, no. He was like, well, you clearly were. Like, we could see you having a wee. So he was a bit of a job's worth as well, like, a bit of a busybody. So he was a bellend, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, was he a bit big for his boots?
Yeah, just like power hungry, and enjoyed the fact that because I was just a young kid as well, like just having a wee, do you know what I mean? He could have just told me off and moved on. But he grabbed hold of me, and I panicked. So when he grabbed hold of me, because I panicked, I went, get off me, you tit. And obviously, because he's a bit of a dick, he didn't like that. So he goes, right, get in the car, and he throws me in the back of the car and starts asking me all these questions, like, what's your name, where do you live, and all that. And then he goes, have you got any ID on you? And I was like, I'm like 15, 16 at the time. I was like, no, I'm not old enough to have ID. Why would I have ID? And then he goes, well, you're spending the night in a police cell then. So I'm sitting in the back of this car thinking, fucking hell, I'm going to spend the night in a cell for having a wee.
Fucking hell.
Like, this, what's going on here? Do you know, how is this happening? Only me, like.
That's not a crime though, really, is
Well,
it?
yeah,
Well,
you shouldn't be doing it. It's like you could be done for like indecent exposure, I suppose, couldn't you?
mm,
Even though it was hidden in a car park, but
you didn't give a shit then.
no, he just wanted and I called him a tit when he grabbed hold of me.
Yeah, but you
which-
panicked.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's the one that shouldn't have grabbed you.
Yeah, I don't know, but you know what I mean. He's not going to take kindly to that, is he?
No.
And then, so I'm sitting there thinking, oh bollocks. And then on the radio comes over like a big call. So luckily he had to let me out because he had to get off and go to like a big issue. I can't remember, like a big fight or something it was. So he let me off and I just got away with it, but I was laughing like,
Yeah.
or just because I accidentally called him a tit. Wasn't accidentally, but you know what I mean. I wouldn't mind, and you'd think that would put me off having a wee in public when I'm drunk, but it hasn't.
Did Mum panic when you told her that?
I don't think I told it till like years later.
Really?
Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Well, because I got out of it, didn't I? So I just got to come home like nothing had happened.
Yeah.
So it was just like, yep, everything's fine. Can you just have a check if my mic's on? Because I've all of a sudden had a worry that it's not.
It is.
It's on. That's good.
It's mine now, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Just after that time when we had to re-record the section.
Oh god, that was my fault though.
Easily done though, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
So we've got another one for you here, and I'll let you tell it, but it just says Ellie's ice skating.
So a few years ago, I can't remember, I think it was towards the end of last year, me and my two friends went ice skating because
Where?
It was in Liverpool,
Was
actually.
it?
Yeah, because you can, when you do like.
Was it like they put the rink outside? Was it?
Yeah. So they had the rink, and we booked tickets. Well, one of my mate's sisters booked the tickets for us, and we just
So what
paid
you
her
do
the
get
money.
like a time? You can go ice skating between like 7 and 8 or something, is it?
Yeah, pretty much. She booked tickets for us to go, and we just paid the money to our friend, and then she paid it back to her sister. Soon as we stepped on the rink, I went flat on my arse.
What, like immediately as well?
Yeah, I lost my balance because I'm not used to.
It is like scary ice skating, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was quite good at it.
I mean, I got my bearings eventually. I think it was just at first I was just a bit
I'm
wobbly on my
surprised that
legs.
normally if you did something like that, you'd freak out as well, wouldn't you?
I was like, honestly, I was like Bambi, like, wobbly legs and everything.
Did you try and catch yourself or anything, or was it just like, so you're proper like that?
Yeah. And then I just went bang on the ice, and I was like, oh, and then I felt bad for Izzy. She went down as well, but it was worse.
Was it?
It was worse for her than me.
I'd enjoy that. I think. I'd just be like, oh, at least I wasn't the worst one.
I was laughing, like. I was laughing.
So I don't know if you've ever seen it like this around here, but you ever seen it like really snowy and icy?
Yeah, I've witnessed it.
So we used to live in like the house over the road when we were kids, didn't we?
Mm.
And I'd like, there was a couple of our mates from school. So Tom Hartley lived at the bottom of the road, which you know, don't you?
Yeah.
But there was another lad we were mates with called Mikey Cochrane, and his nan lived like up the street, so up further up Raffles.
Mm.
And when he used to be there like on a Saturday, and we'd just on the off chance sometimes go and knock to see if he was in. So it was just me. I don't know why it was just me, but I went up to knock, and it was like snowing and icy, and it was like proper slippy. I don't know what to slip it. It was proper slippy. So I had to like hold on to stuff going up the road to like get up there, and then knocked, and he wasn't even in. And then I had to like, and then it's uphill, isn't it? And then downhill coming back down, and it was slippy, so it was a nightmare. So I essentially like didn't have to walk at all coming down. I just skidded like holding on to stuff to get my balance and stuff. But then I got to our house, I must have had too much momentum, and I just went like flying past it, and had to like grab onto one of the like posts. So I was like basically like that, like all the way down to like the floor. And I had to then like try and get up from the floor, and it was obviously slippy, so my feet are like slipping. And it was just, my mate wasn't even in after all that. Like,
yeah, I think I remember going out on like when it was icy with Mum and that. Oh, it's a nightmare with her though, because
she's got fucking jelly legs anyway, hasn't she?
I know, but if she goes, then that's it for her, isn't it?
Yeah.
She's holding on to me for dear life. I'm like, if you go down, I'm going down with you.
I've got one for our Ben this week as well, which I'm not sure. I'm not sure he'll appreciate me telling, but it popped into my head and I thought, fuck it.
Let's embarrass them for once.
I don't know if I've talked about it before, so apologies if I'm recycling stories here, but I feel like it fits the section, so I'm telling it. So we were in school and we were going to pictures, and like, so you get on like a minibus or whatever, don't you? And it was one of the Mission Impossible films, I think.
I think I've seen them. Yeah, I've seen them.
Well, I don't know. I don't even remember which one, but it was one of them.
How old were you at the time?
Fuck knows. 14, maybe 13.
Might have been the third one then.
I think like it was 4 in my head, but I don't know when that came out. So anyway, it was a Mission Impossible film. It's not important. And then obviously, like when you're kids, it's like you want to sit at the back of the bus, you want to sit at the back of the pictures. Do you know, so you're not by
Sit at the back of the bush.
The bus.
You said bush.
Did I?
Yes.
I don't think I said bush.
You did.
I don't think I did, so we'll check the footage there. Anyway, but you want to sit at the back, don't you, away from everyone, essentially. Yeah. So when we get off the bus, we've already like paid and stuff beforehand, so we don't. Everyone's just like legging it, you know, to get to the back seats in the cinema.
Yeah.
Just like full pelt.
It sounds like something that me and my mates would do. Anyway.
Yeah, and our Ben was quite fast, so he was like straight in front of us all. And we were like running slightly behind him, and then we just saw him just tumble, and he's just gone. So he's lying down, and we all just left him and ran past him. So we all got like seats near the back, and he ended up sitting on his own a bit further down because he'd fell over, and we just left him to get to it. We just saw him go and then just ran past him and looked at him on the floor while we were going past him.
But just tell them the story about when you were ordering your drinks when you went with our son.
I don't know if I've talked about that before actually, but we were quite young, weren't we? I think we were only like 9 or 10, and Julie dropped us off and she was picking us up, and it was like, we must have been older than that, but we were young anyway. So it was like our first experience kind of doing anything on our own. And none of us wanted to go and ask for the stuff because we were all a bit like nervous, I suppose, because you're young, aren't you?
Yeah, you're just a bit like that, aren't you?
And then our Ben's trying to be Billy Big Bollocks, and he goes, I'll go and get it. So we asked for, I can't remember what film it was, but he was like, can I have 3 tickets to whatever? And then he goes, and can I have small 3 Cokes, please, instead of 3 small Cokes? And me and Sam were like standing behind him, just crying our eyes out. We were just standing, like, he's obviously got to pay for the order, and it wasn't that funny, do you know what I mean? But because we were kids, and he was like trying to put a brave face on, be like the alpha male. And then he got it wrong. We were just standing behind him going, small 3 Cokes. Small 3 Cokes, please. Just behind him.
Just taking the piss out of him.
Yeah, and he's like, turn around like, I hate yous. Right. Would you rather time? And I quite like doing these now because I've relinquished power of them, and you and Mum picked them. So I don't even know what they are most of the time. I've seen them today, but I haven't like read them, if you get me. I've just copied them into the notes. So I enjoy this bit a bit more now because they're all picked by other people. It's nice. Right. This was one Mum came up with. Would you rather have flippers for legs, I suppose, not feet, that wouldn't make sense, or flippers for arms? And these are both, obviously, that's the point, but they're both shit, aren't they?
Yeah.
But I feel like if you've got flippers for your legs, you're in a lot of trouble, aren't you?
Yeah.
You can't walk anywhere.
I'm not gonna.
But also, if you had flippers for arms, how are you, like, picking anything up? Or, I don't know what that was. Are you, like, picking anything up, or, like, using a phone or an iPad, or... So but I feel like I'd have to go arms, because you can't not walk.
You wouldn't be able to wear shoes.
No, you wouldn't even... But that'd be the least of your worries, I think, wouldn't it? You'd just be, like, stuck in one position with your feet, just, like... well, not even feet. And, like, I don't even know if you could live in the sea, because you wouldn't be able to breathe in the sea.
No, I'd have to go flippers for arms.
I don't know, though, so how are we picking anything up? Suppose you could, like, learn to
adapt,
curl a flip around it, couldn't you? And hope the flipper's recognised on the screens when you touch them. You'd just be, like, hoping for the best. But I feel like I'd have to go arms as well. I couldn't handle
having flippers for legs. I couldn't.
But because you wouldn't be, you just have to roll around, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Or like drag yourself places with your arms. You'd have some serious upper body strength then, though.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, neither of them's ideal. But I
No.
think I'd have to go home as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to, yeah.
I don't like this one at all.
Hmm.
Would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or for everyone you know to have access to your internet history?
Oh, I think I picked this one out as well.
I don't like. They're bad options. Then.
Oh, I really shouldn't chose that one. It's a bit late now, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm just thinking of my internet history.
I'd rather have to. I'm gonna have to go with everyone read me thoughts.
Because I don't think you'd want to see my internet history, would you?
I don't think I would now. It might traumatise me.
Yeah, exactly. But also, like, I don't know if my thoughts are worse than my internet history. Because I'm, like, broken and dark. I don't know, though, surely not. I feel like people would just know how insecure I am. Oh, they're bad. They're both really bad.
I'm gonna have to pick one though.
What have you picked?
Everyone read me thoughts.
Why? What's on your internet history?
You don't want to know.
Oh, fuck. Right, pick one, Tom. Oh, I don't like either of them. Do not like either of them. Thoughts. No. Yeah, thoughts.
You sticking with that now?
Yes.
You can't change
It's
your
locked
mind.
in.
You can't change your mind.
Changed my mind. No, I'm going thoughts. Because, I don't know though, because then if they can read your thoughts, they can read what you're going to search on the internet. But that wouldn't happen all the time, would it? Because they'd have to be, like, around you. Thoughts. Locked in.
Yeah.
Made me really sad. Oh, it's gross. Anyway, thoughts. We're moving on. Would you rather have one wish granted today or three wish? This is the one that's copied across in caps. No, it's your fault. It's not your fault. It takes the blame off me, so I'm sticking with it. Would you rather have one wish granted today or three wishes granted in 10 years from now? Oh,
That's a
that is
hard one.
hard, that. What would I go for if I had? Because if I had one wish today, I feel like it'd be money. And then if you hang on 10 years, you can wish for money and other stuff.
I think I'd have to go the 10 years one. Like,
Do you know what you'd wish for, though?
no, but I'll figure it out, wouldn't I?
You'd have 10 years to think about it.
Yeah.
I think I'd just go now, and pick money. I don't know though, that seems like a superficial answer. But it would be nice to just be able to go, can I have £100 billion, please? Wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
And then you just immediately built one of the richest people in the world. I don't know if I'd want to be that rich though. Because you're like a celebrity then, aren't you?
Yeah.
Maybe like 800 million. No, I'm not greedy.
Sure.
I'd give loads of it away. I would. I actually would if I got loads. If I got that rich, I'd give shitloads of money away. Because what are you going to use it for? Just get a nice house, pay for your house, like, straight off. Make sure you've got, like, enough money to live a good life. And after that, like, I'd buy houses for using that as well.
Pet insurance for Mika.
She's already got pet insurance, hasn't she?
I know, but still.
Is that your one thought? Is if you got rich as pet insurance? I'd buy Mika her own palace at the bottom of the garden.
She wouldn't need that. She'd already get spoiled enough.
She wouldn't even sleep in it either. She'd still want to sleep at the bottom of my bed.
She doesn't like being alone, does she?
No. Even if she had a palace, I don't think that would work, would it?
Nope.
I can hear that little kid next door going fucking ape shit in the background.
Yeah, if anyone can hear that, we do apologise.
I don't think anyone will be able to hear it, but
no, just in case
we can.
It's annoying.
Go. I think I'd go one wish now, because I'd rather just have a wish now. I don't even know what state I'm going to... I can barely move now. God knows what state I'm going to be in 10 years' time. Don't even know if I'll have the brain to be able to ask for 3 wishes. Are you going 3 in 10 years?
Mm.
I feel like that's the good person's answer. But I won 800 mil, so I'm going 1 wish now. Would you rather have the power to put people in awkward situations or remove yourself from awkward situations? Do I have more spite for other people, or
I'd have to go with getting myself out of
Would
a
ya?
situation. Yeah, because at least you can get yourself out of it, and you're not having to.
I'm quite good at like blagging on the spot though,
I'm not. I'm the complete opposite.
so I feel like I don't often feel like I'm in an awkward situation.
It's completely different from me, isn't it?
Don't get me wrong, I'm like insecure as fuck,
Mm.
and I'll think about it loads afterwards, and it'll play on my mind for 8. Pardon me. I've had a beer and a half. And it'll play in my mind loads after the fact. Oh, I don't know, actually, that's probably not true. I probably do feel awkward in situations. But it'd be fun to be able to put other people in them as well. But I feel like you shouldn't be driven. I'm trying to be a better person, so I shouldn't be driven by my dislike of other. Thought shouldn't be driven by my dislike of other people. They should be driven by wanting the best version of me.
I'd rather get myself out of an awkward situation than.
Me too.
You sure about that?
I think so, yeah. As much as like I just think it'd be fun, but then I suppose it would also get boring really quickly. So I'd probably enjoy it for like a week
And then get bored.
and then be like, oh, I've had enough of that. It's too much effort. So I'd just, I think that like the usefulness of getting yourself out of them forever, like you can always remove yourself from them. That's just something that you would value for the whole time you've got it, isn't it? Whereas if you were putting other people in them, it'd be fun for a bit and then it'd be shit.
True.
So it's not because I'm a good person. It's because it's more useful. But I'm removing myself from them.
Yeah, me too.
Ooh. Would you rather have to listen to only Justin Bieber or only Ariana Grande for the rest of your life?
That was mum's.
I don't want to listen to either of them. Can I listen to nothing?
I'd rather listen to Ariana Grande than Justin Bieber. I don't like Justin Bieber.
He's got some bangers though, Justin Bieber.
I can't stand him.
He's got some sly bangers.
I can't bloody stand him.
He had like one good album when I was younger. I'm gonna have to bleep that name out. Me and my ex-girlfriend listened to it once when we were in Paris.
Yeah. I can't stand Justin Bieber.
Oh, I don't like either of them though.
I like some of his songs. I just can't stand him.
Listening to one of them forever is shit, isn't it? I don't even know how to do a bleep on a fucking video either, but I'll have to figure it out. I might be able to just drop the audio, maybe. I'll figure it out. It's not a discussion for now, is it?
No.
Oh, God. I'm going Justin Bieber because
I'm going to go Ariana Grande.
I don't know an Ariana Grande song that I like.
I listen to quite a lot of her songs.
Do you? But I'd hate my life within a week of either of them, though, I think. I would. Well, that was a different answer from each of us. That was nice. And then I've picked these last two. Would you rather live forever with an eyelash in your eye or spinach in your teeth?
Oh, I read this one as well.
They're both grim, aren't they?
Oh, God.
But I'm like...
I'd have to go with eyelash in my eye because I can't stand when something's in my teeth.
Yeah, same. I'm like that. I floss my teeth loads as well. And I'm like really...
conscious about it.
I'm like a bit OCD about it, yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with eyelash in my eye.
Eyelash in your eye.
It's painful, like, but...
I've already got shit eyes as well. Like, in the sun, my right eye just closes, doesn't it?
It does.
And, like, get itchy and stuff.
And
it would be grim, but I feel like... The feel, like, when you've got something in your teeth, it's all you can think about, isn't it? Like, you can feel it, and it's just on your mind the whole time. And if it's in a tooth where everyone else can see it as well, everyone's going to think you're disgusting. Yeah. Whereas if you've got an eyelash in your eye, not everyone can see that, but it does hurt though.
Yeah.
Your eye would be like red and not bleeding.
Bloodshot.
and bloodshot and watering all the time.
Yeah, I'd rather have to go with eyelash.
I'd
in
just
the
wear
eye, though.
sunglasses indoors and stuff, like a cool person.
Well, a cool person with a hangover.
Yeah, probably, yeah. But I couldn't have something in my teeth forever.
I couldn't.
Even just thinking about it now is making me want to floss my teeth.
Mm.
Okay, so we're going with the same one for that.
Yeah.
I actually wasn't sure what you picked for that one.
I can't stand anything in my teeth.
This one is a good one, I think. Would you rather be in a fight club that meets once a month or a book club that meets every day?
Fight Club. Don't get me wrong, I do like to read, but
Imagine having to know a different book every day
oh god,
and have a meeting every day.
I know that.
Like, I know I'd get my head kicked in a fight club as well.
So would I.
But it's once a month and you just get battered once a month.
I'd rather do that then.
And if I knew that was happening once a month, I'd get in shape.
I'd rather be in a fight club that meets once a month than bloody book club.
Every day.
Oh.
Imagine. Just, I couldn't be arsed doing anything every single day.
If I had to do that every day, I'd be falling asleep in every single...
Yeah, I can't be arsed doing anything every day. Never mind. Like, and I like reading, don't get me wrong, but I'm not reading like a new book for every day.
I couldn't do it.
No, same. And like, what are you going to read as well? You've only got a day to finish it. You're like the Cat in the Hat. Mr. Tickle. So yeah, I'd rather get my head punched in once a month.
Yeah, same.
Oh. Even see, like, it'd be so much easier, the book club one. No, it wouldn't, would it? It wouldn't be easier. Because it's just, you'd want to kill yourself after a week of it, wouldn't you? Yeah, you'd have enough of it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I'd be like this the entire time.
Yeah, I'd rather get my head kicked in once a
Yeah,
month.
same.
Unless I could fight, like, small people. Or, you know, like 11-year-olds or something. I'd be able to win then. But yeah, I'm definitely going Fight Club.
Yeah,
Definitely.
same.
Right, that's all of them then.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that. That was good.
So
So socials again, we'll give them a quick plug. At Sibling Rival Pod, Twitter, well, whatever it's called. I don't know if it's going to be X by the time the episode's out. Have you seen that? Elon Musk's talking about changing the name.
Off.
But anyway, Twitter and Instagram and TikTok at Sibling Rival Pod, siblingrivalpodcast@gmail.com, and at Tom Furlong _ on Twitter and Instagram.
And I'm at XE Harrison X on Instagram and Twitter.
Love you.
Love you too.
We'll see you all next week.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.